Okay, I'm making this video on Shrek the Third. I think this is better than Shrek 1, um, and the story's a lot better, and it's all not as confusing as Shrek 2. It's not as simple as Shrek 1. It's to follow, but never follow. But it more, what's the word? Consistent in the story, which I'm going to talk about now. This is my review of Shrek the Show. So, after Fiona's father dies, after a serious drawn-out death scene, but anyway, she leaves Shrek in charge of the castle, her and Fiona, because he trusts Shrek, and Shrek doesn't think it's such a good idea, but he goes along in the play, and he drops this guy called Arthur, who is best known as King Arthur, could take Shrek's place as anybody because he doesn't see himself fit to be king, because he needs someone to fill his shoes. So he fit the bill. They go on this quest against Puss and Boots, as Puss and Boots is now, no, not Puss and Boots, Donkey now has kids, with this dragon, and then on to much of the at some point, because Puss and Boots and Donkey get switched bodies from Merlin by accident by teleporting. So they think that Puss and Boots is their dad, and so that was kind of funny. Shrek gets the news that he's going to be a dad, and he's very nervous, and he actually has this nightmare scene where he has so many kids to show that he's very nervous and stressed out about being a father and screwing up the kid. Cause we get little hints that his father was not exactly a good parent, because his father tried to eat him. So that's not good. And this was during a scene between Arthur and Shrek, and Arthur becomes this son figure to Shrek, and Shrek becomes like a father figure to Arthur, and he starts being up and starts to take on responsibilities and the idea of being a father. Yeah, and he starts warming up the idea, and then he actually is forced to push Arthur away because he's about to get executed. So he tells Arthur the cold hard truth, and Puss in Boots has to Puss in Boots and Arthur and Donkey has to break Arthur. They want to kill him, and he says those things to protect him. And then now Shrek is about to get executed by Prince China after teaming with all these bad guys from Far From Awayville. And it's very kind of sad actually seeing Shrek about to get executed. And this book, and Arthur comes in to save him, and he says to everyone what Shrek said to him: the only one standing in the way of doing what you want to be is you. And they took that literally. Who, me? No, not you guys. You individually, yourselves. And they make peace with each other and decide to and Drexel get executed because King Arthur showing that he's more than this goofy kid, and that he shows Shrek that he actually is worthy to be king, and he gets inspired by Shrek. Shows that he's not only just as good again, but also the King Arthur we know and love. And he picks up the swords, and Shrek says, "It's you if you want it to be. It's yours if you want it to be." He says it to King Arthur, and he picks up the sword, and he is now King Arthur instead of this kid, and he is now a man. And Shrek becomes a dad, and they live happily ever after. And I thought it was a pretty good movie. It was funny at times, heartwarming at times, and sad at times. That feels like it's more focused on, felt like it was more focused on character development than actually punchlines, and therefore it didn't feel as convoluted and overcrowded. It didn't feel as overcrowded and even more easy to follow along. So I like this one a lot. I give it a thumbs up, and I don't actually have a headache reviewing this one.